Now, let's go back to Claire, who's in Sligo and is in the middle of a cook-off, or stew-off, I believe.
Good morning, all. Very exciting now. This is a really good bit. This is no stranger to you, Joe Shannon. He makes his way up to cook every couple of weeks or so, don't you?
I do, and welcome to the Riviera of Ireland on a wet day.
It's about time we came to your place to work, says you.
Absolutely, and you know, you're very, very welcome. I'm delighted to see you here in the Radisson Sligo.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, no, you've really looked after us very well. Thank you. And what's exciting is that Joe, the master, is going to take on his apprentice. This is Gabriel McSherry. You're 21. You recently won the stew championships. Is that correct?
Yeah, I took part in the Sligo competition and got on fairly well. So
fair dues. But you used to work for Joe, so
I did, yeah.
And now you're going to kick his ass. You're cooking chicken.
Yeah.
And Joe, you're cooking sea trout.
I am actually using no heat. I'm going to show you a dish with sea trout.
Okay.
That is going to be cured. Let's start. What I have is some sea salt in a container here.
Right.
All right, very simply. I have a little bit of sugar. This is so simple. You can do this at home. And this sea trout I bought in a local shop in Sligo.
This is raw, yeah.
Raw sea trout. Honest to God, this is so simple, right? Sea salt, a little bit of sugar. I have a little bit of fresh dill. Look at that. Simply a little bit of fresh dill. If you have dry dill, you can use it. Won't be as good as the fresh, all right?
Okay.
Fresh is always the best, okay?
Okay.
I've taken some ruby grapefruit. You know that ruby? It's that beautiful sort of, I think it's gorgeous.
Is this
ruby.
the inside of it?
This is the inside of it, right?
Yeah.
I've taken the rind, I grated it, okay? Let's put a little bit of that in there. That'll add a lovely flavour, a little bit of acidity to the dish. I've taken the segments, see the segments? I just cut them up there. I cut them up really, really small, like that, and a little bit of juice. That's going to be our cure mixer, that's what it is, right? And I'm going to spread this over this beautiful piece of trout, which I have here. And if you want to chat to Gabriel, I'll be doing that. Will you have a little chat with Gabriel and see what he's up to? How is that?
Nice. I kind of like being over here because the heat over here. I know what you're doing is very fancy and all, but like, this is kind of nice. So Gabriel, you've gone for chicken this morning.
Yeah. I'm going to do a char grilled breast of chicken, and it's marinated in thyme and orange zest. Delicious,
okay. So what are you going to do to the chicken first? What's in here?
That's the marinade. It's just olive oil, orange zest, and fresh thyme.
And a bit of thyme, okay. So now I have to taste this, so let's get it cooking so that we don't get poisoned, because I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Okay.
So we're going to put this on. You put a bit of pepper on.
Yeah, small bit.
And then you stick it onto the pan.
Yeah, you just drain off the excess. Straight onto your pan.
Oh, the griddle pan. That makes a big difference, doesn't it, to how it looks?
Yeah, it gives it a nice finish.
Yes. Yeah, now I have to judge this at the end. So how I'm going to do it, because it's unfair. Sometimes you can prefer chicken to fish or whatever, but I'm going to pretend I'm having a dinner party, and which one would I prefer to serve to my distinguished guests? Does that sound fair?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so what else are we going to do?
I'm going to do a summer leaf salad with apple and walnut dressing.
Brilliant. Well, look, I'll leave you to prepare that. I'll go and check in with Joe, the curist here.
Now, what we have, okay. So remember our little bit of fresh sea trout? I put that little cure mix that we had with the salt and the dill and the grapefruit and all that. We covered it with cling film. Leave that in your fridge for 24 hours.
Right, okay.
24 hours, that's good. So this is great dish. You want to get a bit of preparation the day beforehand and not to give yourself a load of work on the day. What happens after 24 hours, you clear that off, and you'll see this, look at this there. The fish has cooked right through without any heat being added to it at all.
So you're making your own, like, smoked salmon, but with sea trout?
Yes. Like, if it was a salmon dish, you'd actually call it gravlax.
Right.
Now, look what I have here. I have some creme fraiche, great Irish dish, so it is creme fraiche. A little bit of fresh dill, and this is what we have in Sligo. We have great restaurants here in Sligo for people to come down to. All sorts of different sort of nationalities of restaurants, which is great. Great Irish food, great authentic food, fantastic, right? So that's some dill, a little bit of lemon in there, Claire, just to add a little bit of flavour.
Combination, the lemon and dill, yeah.
Lemon and dill works really, really great. Will I be really chefy here?
Yes, please.
Right, so you have a little slate. Yeah, right, look at that little slate. We put that there. See what happens. Look at, so that's really chefy, isn't it? Look what I have here.
Very fancy.
I have some asparagus. This is the time of year for asparagus. It comes really into its own.
Okay.
Yes, right. I have cooked this really unusually. I took some olive oil. I covered it with some olive oil, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of thyme, and I put it in a really slow oven of about 70 degrees centigrade, which is about 158 gas marks a half, for 3 hours.
Oh, wow, okay.
And take it out, and what this gives you is fantastic flavour.
Just to give you a heads up, lads, we've 1 minute left, so...
Oh, now I'm going to start to panic.
Don't panic. So, Gabriel, did you see in him that he was going to be a good chef when he came to work?
Gabriel, absolutely, because what you had with this young lad was he had a passion for food. You could see that, and that's what you look for in a chef. if he hasn't got the passion, the want, you know what I mean, to create perfection, you know what I mean, then he's got to love food, he's got to love the taste of food, he's got to love it.
Be interested.
It's up to us as chefs then, you know what I mean, to bring him along. But with this guy, he had very little work. He had the natural ability. Of course, his dad is the senior lecturer there in the Tourism College in Killybegs, Gabriel Senior. So we're delighted. You know, he's a great lad. It doesn't, you know, it comes naturally with him.
Brilliant.
Okay?
Well, look, we'll come back to this and let you know who I've chosen as my winner. But for now, it's back to studio. Great time here at the Radisson in Sligo. We're being entertained by Dervish. Find out more at dervish.ie, and they have an app for the iPhone and the iPad. They are playing in Cavan this weekend in Milltown, and they have a new album out at the moment. Now let's get to the chefs. Lovely Joe Shannon and Gabriel McSherry with the chicken here.
Now you have your chicken there. Isn't that beautiful? What we have, Joe, I take that to your place so you can eat. So come down to Sligo where you will get wonderful food. We have a great array of restaurants, fantastic music, the International Dervish here. We have them all here, look at that. What a great day. Only happening in Sligo. I'm telling you guys, you need to come down here, Claire. More often, bring the country down with you next time.
Now, only because you're doing a better job than me at presenting, I'm going to choose Gabriel as my winner. So congratulations, Gabriel. Don't forget on the 24th of July, the Vintage Yates Day in aid of the hospice. And thank you very much to Sligo for looking after us. Check out more at sligotourism.ie. But now, it's over to Dervish.